Okay, we're going to be starting casting this next game here. We have blue team versus purple team. Bans are Jax, Caston, Syndra, and Riven so far. Casting this game will be Brian and Nathan to my right here. Say hi, Nathan.
Yo. Sorry, I just want to pay attention for a second. Doesn't look like there's an Annie ban, hey?
Yeah, I'm shocked that there isn't an Annie ban yet, but we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Blitz ban and then Renekton ban. What do you think of the ban so far? Like, I fine with everything except for like not seeing any.
I don't really believe Blitzcrank is like a necessary ban anymore in this new season.
I don't think he is at all in this day and age. Period. I don't think
yeah, with all like the new supports, it's kind of difficult to use Blitz because he doesn't do enough damage in comparison to all the other supports.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Like, Blitz is there strictly for like that late to mid game push where it's like, oh, sweet, I landed a hook. Now we win the team fight.
Yeah, pretty much. And like early game Blitz was only scary. Like people would pick like Tarek and Leona to counter that, but like now with all the new supports being so much stronger, it's gonna be kind of difficult for him to have even done anything anyways. But
so then, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just looking at they took Shyvana as a good pick.
Shyvana is so strong right now. Fizz is a little bit weaker. I don't think Fizz is the right call yet. I think Fizz is like one of the assassins that actually got hit the hardest with the assassin nerf. As well, we have a Thresh pickup for blue team.
I still believe like Thresh still has an impact in bot lane as a support. He's probably. I have a feeling like this game won't go with like the new the target meta. Like I feel like their ADC probably won't buy the same item. This is gonna be like one of those like older season 3 games where you see Thresh just completely being a support. Being a support,
actually legit. Yeah, they're not gonna do the like 2-1-2 setup. They're just gonna be basic supports. We're just waiting on to see what they're gonna pick here because Renekton got banned and Renekton is kind of a spot ban against Wensing. But he's just going to go with Tryndamere, who is also equally as strong right now in the current meta with how he can just like chunk people so hard. Kha'Zix, I don't know where he's going to go, to tell you the truth. I've seen him mid once or twice, but it's only against specific champs, and I think Kha'Zix does fairly well against the Fizz, strictly because you can just W and auto attack, and you take Fizz like down to half health.
I don't think anybody really knows what Kha'Zix is going to be in the new meta yet anyways. Like he's always been one of those champs that's been versatile and can go pretty much anywhere. But at the same time, he doesn't have that focus like, oh, we got to do him mid lane or bot lane. Okay, now we see that Annie pick.
I'm glad they picked Annie.
Yeah.
Like, she's so strong right now. Quinn, I'm not too sure about, but okay.
Quinn, I don't know. I haven't seen him that much in this new season. I haven't seen him much in season 3 at all.
I haven't seen. I don't know why. Garen is Lucian. I could see Lucian being. I personally really think Lucian is like one of the strongest jungler. I mean, not. Goddamn it. 80 carries in like the entire game. / he can play middle. You can play bot lane. He's so strong in lane. And then once you get to Trinity Force / Whisper, like the amount of damage he can put out is like unreal.
Like I feel like I haven't like. When Lucian came out in season 3, it was like nobody gave him any respect.
He got a little bit of a buff though.
Don't really know what's going on with him, and like I honestly can tell you I haven't seen enough of this guy being played.
True.
Yeah,
very true.
But it looks like blue team's running Kayle and Tryndamere, which could end up being
devastating to deal with.
Detrimental in team fights.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be so they still need to pick the top lane, and Tryndamere, like what would they play against the Tryndamere? What are they going to play? I think an Olaf would be a good choice against Trynd. I think Olaf 1v1.
I think Master Yi is a very bad choice against Tryndamere.
I think so.
Yeah. I think he's straight up. I think he'll have level 5 over Tryndamere.
Yep.
Yeah, level 5 over Tryndamere. Past that, he's pretty much gonna die to Tryndamere.
Well, like not even that. Trind's like level 2. Like.
Oh yeah, he'll die level 2.
Yeah, Trynd level 2. We'll just kill him. Or he goes Gnosis, which means he's just not going to do anything at all in lane.
Yeah, well, he's hoping that Wensing doesn't do anything in lane.
Wingston's going to push him a tower. He's either going to kill him at level 2, or else he's going to be a tower and won't be able to CS. because Tryndamere can still take auto attack.
Yeah,
and
so
spin
I
out.
guess we'll be seeing Shyvana, if he is just jungling, he'll be bot lane a lot.
That is
mid
true.
Lane. It's not going to be a lot of that action. And Nasus is opting to run teleport, so we're probably going to be seeing a lot of action down bot lane.
Yeah, they're just gonna bomb bot lane. I think Annie should run Ignite over Exhaust.
But having an
then again,
exhaust late
Tryndamere.
game on a Tryndamere does give that benefit
Even though
later
they had a
game.
pick from the get-go.
And like I feel like if I was on blue team right now, I would actually focus more on snowballing top and not really worrying about bot lane,
Yeah.
and then have bot lane play safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that Kale Tryndamere is actually going to be pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
And Thresh, as like he doesn't have the damage, but he's gonna have that like the peels. He's gonna be able
He's
to
got
like
peels. He's got zone
protect under
control.
turret. Yeah,
He's got great disengage. He's got great engage if he lands a hook properly. I still think Annie 1v1 against Thresh in like a lane. Annie was a bigger bully in lane than a Thresh is.
well, it also
Assuming that you
depends
dodge hooks.
whether or not if Quinn opts for the new target item too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then that would probably make Annie so much stronger in that lane.
yeah, the extra like the health regen from both of them.
Yeah.
Like we've only seen the 2-1-2 out of I think a couple games today. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, a couple games.
The early game that I casted, I didn't see, but we saw it from another team earlier on today.
The only thing is like with the blue side lineup,
Yeah.
I would even like normally right now a lot of ADCs are running the new target item too, right? But
Mhm.
for them, I might even opt like I would personally maybe even opt just to have them normally build that ADC item first, like the Doran's Blade, because that gives Lucian so much extra damage in that early team fight that might offset Annie being any strong.
One of the things to notice too is like if purple team can drag it out to like a mid game where they have a strong presence from their Shyvana, they could really do some serious damage because
Yeah.
blue team has no front line
Yeah.
except for like Tryndamere, and you could wither Tryndamere and that slows his attack speed. So like that's going to like I think as much as we're like nagging on how Gnosis was not really a strong pick in lane, but like Gnosis wither on Tryndamere in like that team fight situation is going to be really, really helpful.
Yeah, the Wither on Tryndamere. Shyvana, I mean, I feel like with Shyvana, we're going to see him just either counter jungling or jungling his own jungle throughout, like, probably the entirety of the
Shyvana
game.
should be able to push Kha'Zix out of a jungle. She can't kill him one-on-one, but she can definitely out-jungle him, like counter jungling.
Yeah, so we're probably going to be seeing, like, items like Wriggles being built on Shyvana for the extra gold from camps.
Yeah, and the attack speed. Like, the
Yeah.
the speed at which Shyvana always clears is, like, insane. Like, her W's are so much damage right now. And then when she does hit her Dragon Form, like, she can just tower dive. Just go and tower dive and kill someone. And then with the team up that they're compared with, if you tower dive with Fizz, chances are you're going to kill. If you tower dive with an Annie, chances are you're going to kill. You tower dive with the Gnosis, you're probably not going to kill, but you're still going to push the other person out of the lane, and then you get a free tower out of it.
Yeah. Well, I personally predict the first action we're going to get off this game is top lane, because Tryndamere is going to be looking to go ham, like level 2, level 4 on Nasus, and Nasus isn't even running Ignite. He's not running any summoners that will protect him.
No, he's just going to, he's going to have to be really careful at level 2. Like, if he doesn't know the matchup, like, Tryndamere can kill him
Yeah.
at level 2, he's going to be in
Yeah.
a lot of trouble. It'd be interesting to see if he's actually running, if he's running 921 or 0.
Yeah,
21-9.
take a look at that right after.
Do you mind pulling that up on something real quick?
1 second.
And then other than that, it's a matter of... And then I think we'll see the action in bot lane. It depends if Thresh engages first or if Annie is ready for it. If they engage onto Quinn, I think I think the Annie team will actually come out on top. I think they have to engage on Annie instead of the ADC there.
All right, so I just pulled up their... Oh, League is loading, so I need to... I'll tab 1 second. So Tryndamere is running 22-8 for Masteries.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's probably the best choice for him right now. Runes-wise, he's just going attack speed. 6% lifesteal, though. So that... taking lifesteal instead of, either flat damage or more attack speed is actually going to affect his level 2 all-in. He's not going to be as strong as he wants to be.
Yeah, but he's looking to farm out the game.
He's basically looking to farm, I guess, with Nasus right now. Nasus is actually running attack damage.
I think that's the right call, actually. I think
And magic resistant, 25 armor, actually. We have their Annie going 0921.
Yeah.
With their Thresh going 01416. And I feel like with the new Masteries this season, like, having more in the defensive Masteries is not necessarily a bad idea.
No,
It's
I
actually
think
pretty
I
strong.
think the defense mastery is like the strongest tree in the game by far.
Yeah.
What do we have for, or what are the mids running right now? Like, are we looking at just the standard AP? Are we looking at the Blade Weave or that? Also, where
It's 21-9 on Kale,
Mhm.
and then we've got 21-09 on Fizz. So Fizz doesn't have as much defensive.
he's going.
opting
He's
for
looking.
utility,
he's-
and Kale's going for the tank.
Okay.
So basically, if the trade up in mid's going to be if Fizz misses his abilities, then Kale wins.
Yeah.
That's basically going to be it.
Yeah. Game's underway here. We got, for the start of the game, we have Trinimir's going longsword against Gnosis Dorn Shield.
It looks like blue team's going for an invade right now down
Yes.
bot. And
Yes,
with
they
the Thresh, it's not necessarily a bad idea. Seems like they're starting red in jungle, so they might not even meet.
Yeah.
And with the lack of supports being able to buy that many wards anymore, it's gonna like no one's really gonna have the ward to place on blue. Oh, I was wrong. Annie placed a ward on blue.
Yeah.
But
We'll see if actually like that even falls away, because a lot of people still like feel like wards are the game. GP5 isn't the game.
So it looks like Annie opted to buy the Spell Thief's Edge, which, in my opinion, right now is
The
not
weaker
even close to being worth as much as like the target item.
The relic shield, yeah.
On PTR, I think that they're actually nerfing the targets to a 60-second cooldown
Yes.
because of how extremely overpowered it is. Because essentially, if a support waits for a cannon minion to shut that down,
Yes.
he's getting over like 2 gold per second. That's almost like 10 times this item's worth.
Yes.
Both teams are invading each other's blues, with the only difference being that red team actually sees the blue team at their side.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be some action coming from Tryndamere right now.
Trinimir just walks away. He saw that there, though.
Yeah.
So
I
blue-
think it's just going to be a casual.
Yeah, they're
Shyvana's
just-
going to take their blue, and
Yeah.
everyone's going to go to their own red. It's not going to be anything.
The only difference is that
Extremely big.
red team sees this.
Yes.
So they're not really worried about it. They're just letting it happen.
Nasus is actually going bottom, so they're
Yeah.
doing a lane swap.
Shyvana did smite that as well, blue.
Yeah, Nasus going bottom actually may be the better choice for this team because Nasus would lose out in a trade
Actually,
against
I
Tryndamere early game.
think what they're doing right now, that's a very good play by them.
Yeah, I think that was the better choice because now Tryndamere's farm is
And the
probably going to be
blinds as
denied.
well, and the exhaust. Like, Trinimir can't really... Yeah, that's a really good play.
Yeah,
A really-
we at level 1 we see Kale already pushing Fizz out,
Yeah.
which is bound to happen. Like he's not going to be able to do anything until
Yeah, Fizz
Level
isn't going to be able to
6.
do... Well, which is the problem, because if Kill hits 6 before Fizz, that's like... They're going to be in big
Yeah.
trouble here.
middle matchup is basically going to see if Fizz how much CS Fizz can get before he hits 6
Exactly.
with Kale. Whereas top lane matchup is going to be top and bottom is basically just whether or not the dual lane.
The damage coming out from
Yeah,
Kale.
the damage will. Oh yeah, right there.
Gnosis as well, he's just going to be underneath tower. We'll see who pushes tower first. Theoretically, Lucian should be able to push the tower faster because of the double shot proc.
Yeah,
From
you
using your
see, you
abilities?
see Nasus already unable to land his Qs properly.
Yeah, it's just if you're not used to last hitting underneath the tower against an ADC and a Thresh, you're probably going to be a little bit nervous.
Oh,
Good hook there.
Thresh
Going
landing
in
a
play.
hook. Getting that, pushing
not
that
gonna
early,
die, but he's just
pushing
gonna get-
Nasus out of lane or so
Nasus
this
actually
early
used
in the
Ghost
game.
as well,
Yeah,
which I don't like. He would have been fine, but
Nasus is sitting at 3 CS with Tryndamere at 6.
yeah, like they're both going to struggle really hard for the CS. We see Kha'Zix doing the big right. Is it?
Tryndamere is actually having Tryndamere will always have an easier time.
Yeah, because he
taking
gets the
turrets
crit
under
and he's
minion.
got the last hit ability
Yeah,
better.
Shyvana's trying to make a play down bot, but she can't really do anything at this point. And with yeah, Shyvana actually is gonna die. Oh,
No,
maybe not.
good flash.
Wasted flash, but burn flash. But with how the wards are being placed now, it's pretty difficult for
Jungle Steven gank bot lane.
jungles to even gank. People almost have to play like assuming that
Do you
almost
know
every
what
ward
the funny thing is? We have Gnosis didn't even get a relic or a trinket. He forgot to buy one.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah,
actually we should talk about that. We have Shyvana running a
the scrying orb.
Scrying Orb. And I personally thought Scrying Orb would have been a pretty good item to use, apart from the fact that, like, well, the only thing that made it suck is the fact that it's not global range.
Yeah.
The range on that Scrying Orb is what, like, almost like, it's not even half your screen, right?
It's like 1100, I think.
yeah,
1100
it's
range.
pretty low.
Yeah.
And honestly, that kind of becomes useless.
Exactly.
Like early game, what are you gonna scry? Those important scries is like blue and red buff. You
Exactly.
know, early game where that jungler is, and like with that there, you might as well have just gotten that sight ward and warded somewhere.
Exactly.
You know. Tryndamere is actually CSing quite decently
Yes,
in comparison to their team. He's only half of what Quinn is, but I mean, he's double, more than almost triple that of Nasus right now. Like Nasus has 12 Q farm right now.
Exactly.
That's basically 4 minions. That's nothing.
And the big difference is too. Wang Sang Tryndamere turret has barely taken any damage, whereas Nasus, his turret, has taken a lot of damage.
And Thresh also opted for Targans, so this Lucian's actually gaining a lot more money than than their ATC right now. We had a classic example of Thresh going a little bit too ham on Nasus right there. And interestingly, it seems like Fizz is pushing
Fizz
Kayle
went
back now. Oh, Fizz went back.
Yeah, Fizz went back and bought a Dorn's Ring.
Didn't pay attention to that there.
Yeah. That's why he can also trade a little bit better. Kayle actually also went back as well and actually decided to pick up the Nullifier.
What do you think about the Spirit Stone pickup on Shyvana? I'm actually not liking that much.
You think she... Well, maybe she just wants to get tanky. Like, yes, it's CDR, but it's like not really... I don't...
Like, the mana stat on that is just completely wasted.
Yeah.
You're doing like...
She gets 350 health and 10% cooldown reduction, whereas I think for Shyvana, it's probably better to get Wriggles at this point in the game.
Yeah, you're... Especially with, like, you've seen Shyvana gank total, like, once, and Kha'Zix, like, none, I think, right?
We have a flash going in here from Fizz and Knight going down, and he just walks away. Like, no big deal for him.
Yeah, I mean, Shyvana's trying to make a play on Kayle right here. Probably not going to be able to do much. Kayle is 6 at this point, but no mana for ult.
Exactly.
Ult is down, actually.
Yeah. Other than that, we're just seeing like Tryndamere's just farming up. Kayle is also doing this. Kha'Zix is just doing what Kha'Zix does. He's literally just farming at this point in the game. He's not really, he hasn't been that big of a factor in the game so far.
Yeah. Yeah, but back to item choices, I believe if Shyvana ends up staying in the jungle this much, Wriggles would have been a much better choice.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of gold that you get from Wriggles.
I think I've seen her use that Scry trinket only once, or not even once.
Like
has it been used?
That's the thing. Like you'd be better off having a ward over a Scry Orb. Blue buff is being picked up. We actually have Kha'Zix coming up top here. Tryndamere's going on to Annie here. That's a good stun and a good exhaust, but
I think
they're probably going to go down here.
Oh, flash
good flash. Does she have anything other abilities left? Ignite down. Tower dive is going down. First blood. Tryndamere should die here.
He probably will.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that was a good.
So first
good
blood was
shot
given up to Tryndamere, and then Quinn did get a kill, which is good. Quinn doesn't need those items. It's just a matter of how much.
Well, I don't know how well Quinn scales in the late game versus like Lucian.
Like exactly.
I mean, from what I've been hearing, Lucian is like god tier early game, right? But I don't really know much about his late game, and neither actually do I know much about like
Quinn's late game.
Like it's kind of like if there was any matchup for the ADC's late game, that's going to be the most unpredictable one.
And the good thing about Quinn is though she can at least blind Tryndamere.
Yeah.
And then
actually, they have a lot of counters against Tryndamere's right now.
Exactly, they do. The only problem is that they just got Kayle out, which is the scary part.
We see blue buff picked up by purple team, and actually blue team's either forgetting about the blue buff. Timer's been blue buff has been up for a minute. Kayle probably should have picked it up. Like
Kha'Zix hasn't gone to go to it at all. Like he's just been ignoring it. Kha'Zix has kind of just been like, we saw the one gank there from Kha'Zix and that was it. And the only reason why that even got off successfully was because of just the way things were hooked.
We see a nice Thresh hook on Annie.
That's a good trade there on their part. See, bot tower was killed, so they did a lane swap now, so they're sending Tryndamere bottom now just to free farm against Nasus, and then they're just going to do the AD carry versus top.
Well, blue buff's finally picked up by Kayle.
Yes.
Kha'Zix also opted to go for mobility boots, which I don't know how strong that's going to be. With the new jungle as it is,
we have
jungle is
4-man coming up as well here.
Oh.
Between these two.
I don't think they're going to be able to pull anything.
Yeah, they just kind of backed out. They saw it with the wards, and that was a good backup by blue team.
Yeah, trinket wards are just kind of like the amount of vision that they just give now is just too powerful.
Except the only difference is that I don't think that this is a trinket ward. No, that's a real ward that they got in here.
Oh, my bad.
Tipper's going down onto Lucien here. They're trading well, but they just don't really have the damage.
Oh,
I think.
Thresh ult right there might get the kill on Quinn if they decide to go even further.
Why did
Kha'Zix should have actually supported top right there, but he chose to go
decided
after
to just go on to
Shyvana.
Shyvana.
Shyvana might
damage.
Actually, Kha'Zix could get a triple here if he plays
Except
it
he
right.
missed his flash.
Yep.
And now he's probably going to die, actually. Good flash Thresh up there to save him. Good use
That
of the
Lucien
Lucien
ult.
ult there. He has no mana, so they could easily go on him right now.
Oh, that
Oh,
might
that's
be
stun. Oh, good stun by Annie
Annie's
there.
stun. That's one of the reasons why you pick Annie in
And
this
then
new meta.
Kale just died as well. Middle.
Oh, didn't even see how that happened.
It just kind of happened. Welcome to direct to camera. It's kind of OP.
No, like Annie is just one of the just too strong right now. Trindamere's like diving on Nasus pretty hard right now.
He used Bill's Rod Cutlass there on Nasus, and Nasus just kind of gonna walk away. See, the difference between farm between Tryndamere and Nasus is like 50 right now, so that's pretty. That's not good for Nasus. Nasus needs farm. Like he's only got 20 CS, so he's only sitting at effectively.
Yeah, there's a huge gold difference. That's maybe like 3-4 kills worth of gold
Yeah,
difference.
he's
right
only
there.
sitting at 48 on his stack.
We
of his
actually,
Q
yeah,
stack.
we see purple team with more kills, but
Yeah.
blue team's got more gold by far
Yeah, exactly.
in this early game. A little bit is because Thresh opted to build the Targans.
Yes,
I
exactly.
believe. You can actually, I believe with the news, yeah, you can actually see the Relic Shield has earned up 351 gold so far at this point, whereas the spell, the Frostfang, has only earned
132.
about 132.
Yeah, that's a huge difference. Tryndamere also going on to Nasus again. He's just zoning Nasus right now. Like, Nasus can't even CS. Like, Tryndamere will just kill him.
At this rate, you're going to see at around 15 minutes when the group fight starts, Nasus is not going to be able to do anything. Essentially just going to be a Wither bot.
No, yeah, he's going to... Either that or else he's just going to have to stay in lane and push. But the problem is, if he's going up against the Tryndamere in a pushing lane, he's just going to non-stop
Oh,
lose.
you see a play on Kale right now, but Kale still hasn't popped his ult, so he's
Yeah,
still pretty
yeah,
golden.
she's safe. She's safe.
Oh yeah, she.
Yeah,
Forgot.
yeah, always a girl. Kha'Zix is hanging around middle, but I think he's just not really paying attention. Fizz is going on to Kale again, getting some good damage down. Kale ult's still not being used, but Kale's just backing out. Kale, yeah, she's
Oh, we
still
see Thresh trying to see if he can pull a play. I'm not sure if Thresh
understands how much
Lucien,
damage
yeah.
Annie does.
right there. I actually believe that they're going to lose this fight.
Yeah,
oh,
they're
you
still gonna
see
lose
that
it. Yeah,
Tipper's
yeah,
tanking
Annie-
all of that ult.
Annie
from
does so
Lucien.
much damage. Actually, that's a good thing. Like, if you pick Annie into a Lucien, at least then you can put Tibbers in front.
Yeah. Reminds me of that new champ, Yasuo or
Kha'Zix-
whatever.
Yeah,
that
Kha'Zix
wall.
came up top, but he didn't really do anything. He just like walked up there and hung out.
Yeah, you see
He's
Shyvana
going hard
here,
onto...
too. But purple
Kale.
side also has full vision on this.
Both flashes were used by middle there. They're just kind of like flash away from each other.
Yeah,
Fizz
Kha'Zix
flash.
is going to see if he can pick up a kill on Kale or on Fizz right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Tryndamere.
he's going to be killed by Tryndamere. I don't think he has any outs
He's
there.
not,
No,
he's not
it's
going to
done.
get out of way.
Top lane's happening. 3v2 fight right now with Shyvana taking up a kill on Thresh.
That was the Wither. Like, when Wither's on you, you're pretty much gone if you don't have flash.
Yeah.
And Thresh didn't have flash for that.
It feels a little bit like this. Like Thresh hasn't played a lot of games in this new season. Doesn't necessarily realize that
How much damage?
he's a lot weaker than he used to be.
Yeah,
You know.
like Annie does so much damage early on, especially like she did go spell free.
Oh,
she
you
does
see a
like
tower dive on Shyvana. This might not be the best choice because there's 3 people behind him.
that, and there's Annie as well.
Nasus is not necessarily noticing it right away either. Not giving any support.
Yeah, he's not. He's just going bottom.
If
for
Nasus
farm.
doesn't choose to come mid right now, that tower's gone.
Yeah, he's just choosing. He's choosing to farm over helping his team middle. So yeah, this
Yeah.
tower's going down here. They're just
Yeah.
they're letting it go.
Red team's turret has
Not
been
sure if that was the best idea because that team just gained about a K, like 1,000
Yeah,
gold for
1,000
that. So far in this game, you haven't seen Dragon being contested at all.
Yeah, like the funny thing is, Dragon's a lot easier to do early on now
Yeah.
because of the scale with its level, but it's just a matter of like
We actually might see Fizz picking up a kill. Oh,
the
nope.
wards.
Wards
Tryndamere's already
happening.
doing Dragon right now, and it's probably not going to be uncontested here.
Oh, we see a missed Thresh hook.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been a kill on Shyvana if he
Mhm.
landed.
Dragon is going down right now.
I'm
as
not
well.
sure if Lucien can trade with Quinn now because Lucien actually doesn't have any mana either. But
Exactly.
this Quinn is giving Lucien a little bit too much
Respect.
respect.
I think like Quinn is one of the best dueling AD carries.
Oh,
'cause
I
her
believe so
blind,
too.
She's really good at killing, and sure Lucien is a great duelist as well. But if he has no mana, he's extremely weak.
You
We-
see Lucien and
And he
Quinn actually have an even amount of CS, but the Targans actually has given Lucien a good 400-500 gold on top of that, and you see towers down. Exactly. I feel like in a fight 1v1, Quinn would probably beat Lucien, but in a team fight, Lucien probably has more to offer.
Exactly. Gnosis is only at 40 CS now. That poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
That's hurting. That's at 15 minutes into the game and only 40 CS. That's not good. And he went boots to start too. Like he should have just went regular boots into like something tanky.
Yeah, pretty much. He's not going to be able to do anything when that first team fight comes up.
No, he won't.
Like his best bet is to pretty much wait until the game lasts like 50 minutes if that happens. But I mean, with this new meta now, games are ending in like
there's so much money in the game, which is the weird part. Like,
oh, and we see a beautiful hook line, but this Thresh has actually landed some
he's
pretty
some good
decent hooks. But Quinn's disengage is pretty strong.
Annie stun? Oh, she waited too long.
A little bit too long.
She may have
Thresh is dead here though.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Kale ult. Yeah, I guess Kale still had his ult.
And Annie got out just because.
Annie needs to leave though, because if he stays, that's.
We'll see. Maybe. Flash was used to pick up the Annie there. Flash leap. Killed the Annie.
Yeah, I mean, right now Tryndamere actually is huge.
Yeah, like he's just like he's literally
does not need to care about this Nasus at all.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
Like at this point, I feel like this Tryndamere can just tower dive like 2-3 people right now.
Yeah, I agree. What is he at? He's at 128 CS with the Blade of the Rune King. Like he has his escape tools too. Like if people come on him, he just bladed the Rune Kings and he walks away.
I feel like Fizz and Shyvana could have gotten that middle tower if they had stayed.
Yeah, he's literally just auto-attacking the tower.
I feel like red team right now is giving a little bit too much credit to like the group fights for the blue team.
Yeah. Like as much like I think red team actually wins a team fight strictly because they have Annie.
Yeah, I believe so too. But the longer that this game goes, the less of an advantage that is.
Yeah.
Because Annie right now could still do something to even Tryndamere to Thresh. We'll see if they're gonna do anything here because purple team has vision. Oh no, there goes the vision ward.
So. Like the gold differential here is the biggest thing. Like we see Tryndamere at 6100, whereas Nasus is only at like 35.
We see a weird two-prong fight going on over here with Fizz dueling Kha'Zix and like a 3v3 in the middle. But Fizz seems like he's going in for a kill right now. If he lands his ult, he does have Shark.
No, it's
he doesn't.
It's
cooldown. He wasted it on
Kha'Zix
just now. Tryndamere's not going to go down here. They're going on the wrong target.
And then there's the Kale ult on Tryndamere as well. So
yeah, I feel like that Kale ult was popped a little bit too premature on Tryndamere because Tryndamere still had maybe 3 seconds left of his ult up. That overlap there may have been the reason why Purple was able to pick up 2 kills.
Yeah. Other than that, like it's just the goal differential here right now.
Yeah,
it's the big thing. Thresh had a good box there. He hit 4 people with his box when they came in to engage. Shyvana was like the good thing is like the problem is Gnosis can't team fight right now because he's so far behind.
Yeah.
Like as much as his team needs him to be there, like they have to play 4v5 until Gnosis at least gets something. Whereas like just the goal differential in this game is
huge.
It's too much.
You know, Nasus at this point still has not picked up a trinket.
Yeah.
And this has been 18 minutes in. So
I wonder if he'll catch it later on. Like, oh hey, oops, I got a trinket.
Basically, denying yourself of a ward for like the entire game.
Exactly.
I think by level 9, it's basically 1 ward per second, right?
Exactly. Other than that, right now we're just waiting to see what's going to happen. Like blue team just took a huge advantage. They just won a big fight. They're probably going to buy some items, and I think if they push at this point, they should easily win 4v5. And then if they have Tryndamere split push and somebody has to go deal with them, then they can't deal with it. Because Kale at this point, Kale's really strong strictly because of her ability to make sure that somebody doesn't die, and it's just a matter of making sure that they cannot, like, they don't overcommit into a fight. Yeah, but like if Tryndamere, nobody on red team or purple team can deal with Tryndamere.
Team fights now is going to be whether like basically the only way for purple team to win in a team fight right now is to outplay both Kale and Tryndamere's ult, because blue team doesn't actually have a tank on their side. Yeah. And with Nasus, you'll eventually get yourself strong, and Shyvana actually, you're eventually going to have 2 front lines for the purple team members that might make a difference in group fights. Yeah, exactly. I feel like blue needs to try to end the game as soon as possible or get even more ahead right now.
Yeah, like they really need to push their advantage that they have right now. Nasus is just farming bot, which he kind of needs to do. Like, he needs to get enough money to come back into the game.
Yeah, Nasus is sitting at 159 in Q farm right now.
Trinimir's also just taking
Yeah, Trinimir's just taking towers.
Like, the only one who I think who can actually deal with Tryndamere right now is Fizz. Fizz can probably kill Tryndamere, but he needs to really play well. Like, he's got to burst him, get away from Tryndamere, and then re-engage back onto him once his
Put it this way, I feel like nobody on their team should try to even try to 1v1 Tryndamere right now.
I think Fizz can do it strictly because of his burst damage. Like, he's got Deathfire Grasp. So Deathfire Grasp, ult, and then just leap in. Blanking.
Yeah, we see a split push going on right now. You see 3 mid for blue side, 1 bot, 1 top.
So Kha'Zix hasn't really been pushing. Like, he pushes up and then Nasus just clears it.
Yeah, I feel like both the jungles haven't made much of a presence this game.
No. Shyvana's
Mini
going in
jungle as it
hard and whiff. Fizz going in as well, 1v3.
So basically that was just like a, hey, let's take turns 1v3 in these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens here now is Tryndamere's going top. Quinn is coming top, which is good. Quinn actually does like
decent amount of damage, but Quinn will die if he decides to stay.
She's got a flash
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
dead. Actually, Shyvana will die too in this fight, I believe.
Annie with a great stun. And yeah. Kha'Zix just took Dragon by himself.
I feel like purple team just threw game by wasting 3 ults in the middle.
3 ults and missing them all.
2 ults, I think?
2 ults and missing them all.
Yeah.
Lucian just picking up the kill.
Yeah,
Flash Q from
we're
Kale.
gonna see a mid inhib here and the top tower, maybe top inhib too.
They can, yeah, they can even kill.
I think kill Nasus easy.
Yeah, even if it comes up to him. Tryndamere's just literally auto attacking the turret. He doesn't even care what Shyvana does right now.
I'm kind of surprised with Kale's build, actually.
You think it? What should she have went? You think she should never went? Not Wit's End?
Well, he doesn't even have his second tier boots right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know about Wit's End.
Personally, I think for middles, like, it's better to actually get your 2 items first and then go into second tier boots. You don't need to do first tier boots right away anymore. It's like not as strong as some people think. It depends what type of champion you play. Like, if you're playing with someone who relies on a lot of magic pen, it's good, but otherwise try to avoid, because it's like, the thing of it, it's 775 gold.
But second tier boots is also one of the best per gold, like gold per stat items in the game.
It is, but Kale also needs that attack speed.
About a Wit's End.
Yeah.
Oh, and we see Annie just gets destroyed in about half a second.
Poor Annie.
It was nothing to see for us. It was just like,
yeah, she just got blown up
poor
instantly. Yeah, there goes. Baron's gonna go down. They're gonna push a lane in.
At this point, I don't think that. Yeah, basically
I don't think
they
that
just
they can
fell
come
for the
back.
same thing twice. Tryndamere and Thresh are gonna get. Oh, they're gonna get the kill on Shyvana.
Poor Lucian's doing Baron all alone. Oh no, they're back end up. There goes Dragon.
Honestly, if blue team pushes now, I feel like the game is over.
Yeah, game is over. Here.
With Lucian doesn't have that much mana right now, but I don't really think he needs it anyways. And we might see a Fizz getting caught right now.
Yeah, it's okay. He's bottom. He's got this.
We got Nasus bottom, not caring about.
Well, he needs to get farmed. Like, it's kind of their only hope right now. Nasus does have to get farmed, but if they lose the game in the next 5 minutes, it's going to be over.
I somewhat feel like Nasus needs to be in these team fights just to wither Tryndamere from killing Quinn. Like,
true. Or
like,
even, yeah.
Yes, you could say Nasus needs farm to fight, but honestly, Nasus needs to farm for another 20 minutes to make an impact on this game anymore. They don't have 20 minutes.
No, they don't.
Their best choice is to use Wither and try to force a group fight right now with Nasus.
Yeah. Except for the part that they have
doing
Baron.
that,
So they don't. They have Baron though, so they can't. But
actually,
it's too bottom. It'd be a great time to team fight, but they're not going.
We finally see Nasus using his teleport, and we see like that was really underused in this game because of how much he was pressured down bot lane too.
Exactly. The only good thing that purple team kind of has going for them right now, or red team, is that they have wards.
Wow, Annie is just getting hooked
all the time.
But the Thresh couldn't really do anything there.
Tryndamere's split pushing bottom right now, which is like they can't deal with that right now. They don't have anyone who can deal with it except for Fizz. Fizz is the only one who I think can kill him, but he's still gonna die doing it.
This Quinn has been holding on that Avarice Blade for a very long time because I think he knows that that's one of his only chances of getting back is with that gold item.
Good
See, Tryndamere can't really. Oh, maybe right there. No,
very close to outplaying him.
Close
he
out.
Could have done it a little bit better, but like that was like I was saying, Fizz is the only one who can really kill Tryndamere right now.
Yeah,
So
but I think they're
close.
gonna get bottom inhibitor right now.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that they can really do. Like I said, what they need to do is they need to stick Nasus on Tryndamere.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, even if all he does is wither him in every fight.
Yeah. at this point, the game is probably over.
I feel like the game is over.
Yeah, the game's over. Game's over. But
maybe not in this push because Fizz comes back up in 4 seconds.
Yeah, they're kind of like dilly down. Like they could actually like push their other turrets, but I guess they just want to get all inhibitors down.
They could have taken one of the inner turrets down.
Exactly.
One and then backed out.
Trinimirs just respawn. Like they're playing super safe, but they really don't have to. Like they're so far ahead at this point. So it's pretty much just waiting for the inevitable to happen right here. It's like as much as we want to say like they can come back, it's at this point if blue team would have to literally walk in one at a time for the next 20 minutes, just dying.
Yeah,
one after another, after another, after another to win this game. Seen it done. Like many people do throw games like this, but at a tournament like this, chances are you're just going to, when you see the throat exposed, you're just going to step on it.
Pretty much. I don't even think I have seen that scrying trinket used even once.
I honestly, it's not like I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like either get two lenses or else you just get the wards. A big thing right now as well. Gnosis did finally pick up his trinket, but he went blade mail.
Like, I don't know about that. Honestly, he's not even tanky enough to
he can't even
take that many hits. Like he'll die before. I don't even think he can make an impact with that item.
No.
He was better off trying to get, trying to hope for either Randuin's or even a Frozen Heart just to slow down the attack speed of the enemy team, because you got both Kale and Trinimir and Lucian, essentially. Lucian not so much, but pretty much everybody's like running on attack speed right now. Like the fact that their entire team has not ran a single attack speed debuff item is baffling me.
Yeah.
Like you got that Shyvana, I think he's building a Sunfire Cape with that item. And like, honestly, some of these fights, if Trinimir didn't get one more auto attack, it would have made a difference, actually. A huge difference. And NASA's getting caught out here means the end of the game, actually.
Yeah, it's
We're going to see pretty much everyone dying here. They can tower dive this so easily right now. Quinn's falling. Fizz is going to fall right after he falls down.
Resets, more resets. Do it.
Yeah, oh, that flay on Thresh.
That was a good play. That was actually a good play.
On Flesh.
And that's going to be good.
And I think that's game.
Well, that was kind of a quick one.
Pretty much. But I feel like games nowadays in the new season are ending this quick anyways.
Exactly.
If anything,
there's so much gold in the game right now.
If anything, Blue could have ended it even faster.
Yeah, they could have. They kind of did. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and we will be right back.